Hi, I'm Tim Crosbie and welcome to the preview of the 2019 Australian Cross Country Championships, brought to you by Coles and BLK. I'm joined in the studio by Dave McNeill. Welcome, Dave.
Thanks for having me.
Looking forward to your first cross country since Australian cross country since 2006.
Yeah, it's been a while, so yeah, very excited, and it's been a good season so far, and I think yeah, it's set to be an absolute ripper day.
Well, we've got a good field assembled, as we'd assume. Now, Andy Buchanan going for 3 in a row, only been done twice before.
Yeah, he's going to be hard to beat. He's having run against him a few times this season. He's a tough competitor, and I think he's probably in the shape of his life at the moment. So seems to be getting better with every race, and yeah, holds off most people. So
well, similar to you when you were in the States, you were known as a good cross country runner when you were at Northern Arizona. So Andy's got those attributes, hasn't he? And if he gets his 3 in a row, he joins Dave Power and Rob de Castella, 2 great names of Australian running. Yeah,
it's a pretty impressive feat, and yeah, it's obviously not many people that it's one thing to win it once, but to do it 3 times in a row, it gets harder each time. So yeah, he'll have a target on his back, but yeah, he's obviously running pretty well. So you're going to be hard to beat.
The young pup in the field, Ed Goddard, he's off to Iona soon to go to university, but he's going to squeeze this race in before he goes. He's had a silver and he's had a bronze. What do you reckon about Ed for the gold?
Yeah, look, he's going to be definitely up there. Again, on a upward trajectory at the moment. Trained a little bit with him up at Falls Creek in previous summers.
He's a great character, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a bit of a personality, and yeah, well respected by his peers, and obviously, as I said, on an upward trajectory. So be interesting to have those 2 guys battling it out.
Well, Riley Cox is another name I'm going to throw at you too. He spearheaded the South Australian team victory last year when we were at Mullaney in Queensland. He's coming off probably a not so great performance in Naples at the World Uni Half Marathon, where he really wasn't up to standard there. Hopefully he's back. Yeah,
and look, you know, often it takes a not so good performance to really just put a bit of fire in the belly, and I think in general Riley's had a pretty consistent last 18 months, and has been more often in that sort of upper echelon, being considered among the top competitors. So yeah, another one not to discount on the weekend.
And Lois Mcafee, he's sort of Mr. Everywhere at the moment. He's running half marathons. He ran the City of the Surf. He did pretty well there.
Yeah.
Lewis, the Queenslander. We don't often see the Queenslanders up the top end of this field, but Louis could be the one.
Yeah, pretty handy on the roads. So yeah, I guess it'll just be interesting to see how it translates to the cross country, but from all reports, it's a reasonably flat course, so that may suit the road specialists.
Certainly will. Now, there's one Olympian in this field, and that's you.
Yep.
So, how do you rate your own chances, Dave? You'd ran Bundoora first time for a long time. You ran Bundoora for the state cross country. This is your first national cross since 2006 in Hobart.
Yeah, it's been a while. I wonder how old some of the people that I'll be racing against on the weekend were when I last did nationals in 06. But yeah, look, it's been a bit of a different year for me. I've had other life focuses, so running's and with some injuries last year, it's been a bit of a different journey this year, but yeah, training's been going well. Just felt like I've been getting a little bit better with each race, maybe with the exception of Albert Park 10K.
Maybe.
But yeah, look, hopefully I can be up amongst those guys, and yeah, just like them.
You have experience on your side though. You've done 4 world cross countries, ranging from Edinburgh in Scotland right through the one in China. So you know what it's like to hit a big event.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think yeah, look, hopefully the interesting thing is that when you sit out for a certain amount of time with injury, you do come back, and it actually sometimes you do forget what it takes to actually be there up the front. But I've certainly started to get a taste of it the last few races, and yeah, look, I think those big race experiences in the past, I hope it comes in my favour this weekend.
We'll see, won't we, on Saturday? Now, the women's field, it's also a good one. Bricicek probably goes in as nominal favourite. What are your thoughts about
I think that's a pretty fair call. Yeah, it's obviously a but I think it's a pretty open sort of affair. There may be a couple of dark horses, another Olympian in that field as well.
Yeah, we'll talk about her. But but Em being, she's coming off Aarhus, where she ran extremely well. A very well-timed and well-judged race in Aarhus at the World Cross Country earlier this year. So Bricicek probably our favourite.
Yeah, arguably, for sure.
But you've also got Katelyn Adams.
Yep.
She's done World Unicross, done really well there, done World Cross, didn't have a good one in Aarhus, but and also went to the World Unis in Naples, so she's fresh off that. So perhaps Katelyn might be a little bit jagged after a long campaign, but let's see, she's a dogged performer.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, cross country is a different beast, and it's you know, with the undulating terrain and just depending on what the conditions can be, anyone can come out and favour it or not. It's anyone's for the taking for sure.
Certainly is. Probably my smoky in this one will be Leanne Pompiani. Leanne's been ticking all the boxes in 2019. She's going under the radar, didn't run City to Surf, and I reckon that might have been deliberate.
Yeah.
And I think Leanne's primed as well to really have a good shot at this title.
Yeah, I think you might be right, Tim. Good, I believe, had a stint over in the US as well, and back from that, and we were actually teammates on a world cross country trip previously, and yeah, with her recent win at the New South Wales cross country, I think yeah, hard to discount her for sure.
Yeah, and the person she beat there was that Olympian, that's Jennie Blundell.
Yeah.
So stepping from the 1500 up to the 10k cross,
yeah.
What do you think the chances are?
Yeah, look, I think you often see with the middle distance runners, yeah, not necessarily firing from the gun with the longer distances, but you give them a few racing shots and it starts to click over for them. And I'm sure Jennie knows what it takes from a training perspective, and yeah, with that big race experience, you can't discount her for sure.
Certainly not. And we do have a two-time former champion too, Courtney Powell.
Yeah.
So Court's probably not in the shape of her life at the moment, but having won this event twice, and I think first time as a teenager, yeah, you cannot sort of rule this one out either.
No, absolutely not. And Courtney's a really, really tough competitor. Trains tough, races tough. And yeah, she's been ticking along pretty well at training with the Melbourne Track Club crew on Saturday mornings at Wattle Park. So yeah, look, again, when you've got the had wins in the past at a national cross country level, then yeah, you've got to consider them absolutely.
Certainly do. Let's talk teams. You're going to be in the Big V.
Yep.
We hope.
Yep.
We can acquire one of those singlets for you.
Yep.
How important is something like this for you personally to run in the Big V? Yeah,
look, it's a huge deal. You know, I take great pride in being able to represent any sort of team, and whether that's Olds Avs, which is my home club, and whether it's for Australia, and it's been quite a while since I've represented the Big V, and it may actually be maybe the first time representing Big V as an open athlete. So
yes.
It's yeah, it's a pretty special opportunity, and yeah, looking forward to it.
Well, last year the South Australians served it up to us.
Yeah.
We're out for revenge, aren't we?
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, with arguably probably the greatest depth going in, I think, with in terms of in-form athletes, yeah. Just some humble bragging rights, I think, at the moment.
Let's see how we go. Now, in the women's, though, I think it's a lot closer. I think the New South Wales squad is looking really strong. So can the Victorians take it out? Who knows? I think ACT probably struggles to get a team, so Leanne might be on her own for that one. But the New South Wales girls are looking good. Yeah,
obviously it's yeah, the depth's probably a little bit stronger for the New South Wales squad. There are going to be some good Victorians. Obviously, we've got Courtney Powell there.
Kaya Fry, you know, she's been so good this season.
Yep.
You know, she's going to be the individual XCR champion once again, 2 years in a row. It's a pretty good squad. Unfortunately, we've just lost Nat Rule, which is a bit of a downer. But but as we said, the New South Wales team's pretty stacked. You're dropping to girls like Bev Croft, who's a World Uni and World Juniors representative. So it's a pretty good squad. Yeah,
I think so. I think yeah, it'll be either way. I'm sure it'll be a pretty close battle.
Certainly will. Well, that's all the action and the preview here from the Australian Cross Country Champs. It's on Saturday. The live stream will be commencing at 9 a.m. It'll go right through to the end. Matt Lynch and Ben Offerins will be in studio. I'll be out on course doing a few interviews. So make sure you tune in via the normal AA social media, which is Facebook and also the YouTube channel. So that's a wrap, Dave. Thanks for coming in. Australian Cross Country Champs.
Thanks for having me.